I'm Chantel Roberts, and I'm an expert witness for claims handling standards, practices, and procedures. I was an adjuster for 20 plus years. The Art of Adjusting is a vlog to help professionals and lay people alike understand a bit more about the insurance claims industry. Today is election day, a day where we can vote for changes. In an average insurance policy, an insured cannot make changes to the policy, however. This is known as a contract of adhesion. While there are endorsements, and endorsements are a way for an insured to make changes to the policy, an endorsement is still written by the insurer. Since the insurer writes the policy and the insured does not have a say in how it's worded, in the event that there is confusion or an ambiguity over a word, courts will generally rule against the insurer or a drafter of the contract. If the word in question is not defined in the policy, courts will use the everyday meaning of that word. The everyday meaning of a word is usually the one found in a dictionary. So the logic is that an insurer had the opportunity to word the policy in a manner it wanted to. And if it didn't, or its language was not clear, that's the fault of the carrier. Coverage would then be awarded to the insured. This is an important concept for adjusters to understand because it comes up often while handling claims. Often the insured, the agent, or the policyholder attorney will believe that a policy says one thing, and the adjuster and carrier will think that the policy says another. Ambiguities can either be semantic, involving a choice of words, their meanings or their contextual uses in a contract, or syntactic ambiguities, meaning the arrangement of a word involving sentence structure, punctuation, nouns, connectives, verbs, and their tenses. It should be noted that just because there's a definition of a word in a policy, that doesn't mean that the word is or used to be ambiguous, just like a lack of a definition doesn't mean that a word isn't ambiguous or is ambiguous. It's very confusing. Bill Wilson, who is an insurance thought leader and author of When Words Collide, also points to the Latin phrase no citur asso cis, meaning it's known by its associates. This means that if there is a list of policy items and one item is thought to be ambiguous, then the entire list should be taken into consideration together. So, for example, Fruit Farm is our insured, and its products are insured with Fruity Insurance Company. A tomato blight has killed all of Fruit Farm's tomatoes. They turn in a claim to Fruity Insurance. After an investigation, the adjuster, Bradford McPair, denies the claim, stating tomatoes were not a covered property because they're not fruit. McPair quoted the following policy language: "We cover the fruit you grow, including apples, pears, peaches, grapes, or plants which develop from a flower and contains seeds." Tomatoes aren't specifically listed in the definition, but the definition is not ambiguous based on its associates. Therefore, Fruity Insurance would be incorrect in its coverage decision. So this week I discussed contracts of adhesion, and contracts can be confusing. If there is a question in regards to wording on a contract, it's a good thing to always talk with your adjuster or an attorney. Every claim is different, and every insurer has different protocols for handling losses. However, this being the litigated world that we're in, see below for some legalese. Few claims go to a trial, and picking an expert who has been deposed the most or has gone to trial the most may not be the correct expert. Failing to have a second set of eyes on the claim to save expenses isn't always the best way to resolve a loss. As an expert witness and former claims adjuster, I'm sharing my experience in the art of adjusting. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time.